Have you ever wondered what goes on behind the scenes at a carp fishing bait factory? Well, luckily the guys over at DT Baits very kindly invited us down to take a look at the hard work that goes into ultimately putting more fish on the bank for you. So let's go and take a look.
Hello, I'm Neil. I'm going to welcome you to DT Baits today, and we're going to have a look around the factory and show you around. So here we go. Welcome to DT. Here's the reception area and some pictures on the wall as you come in of like some famous fish, Basil and Heather from me back in the day, 1997. And we'll take you into the office. This is where we take the phone calls and do all the paperwork. And now we shall go through to the factory area. Workers. That's Kelvin. Hello, Kelvin. Today we're doing a little feature for you guys about how to make bait and produce bait in one of carp fishing's leading bait companies. We're going to show you how we produce a cold water mix. So without further ado, this is our big base mix machine. It's all going to go in here and it's all going to get mixed up, and we're going to take you through the whole process from start to finish of how we make boilies. Right. And we need 10 kilos exactly to finish this base mix off. And this is the last one going in. That's all our ingredients in now. Now I shall go and hit the timer on the clock, and that gives us an hour for it to knock up. And that was DT's cold water mix, which you've just seen me prep and put in. DT's renowned, probably our flagship bait to be fair. I've been catching carp on cold water since 1992, so it's just proven track record. Green Beast, stunning flavour, designed for winter purposes. There isn't a better winter bait out there. Put all the ingredients in there, hour and a half, and it should be all done. And then that'll be our base mix done ready, and then we'll take you through the process of rolling. Right, now we're moving on to rolling and making the boilies. So now I'm going to demonstrate how we mix it all in the little mixer as a big dough, and then we get it running through the machine on the extruder. So here's our famous Green Beast. I've already poured it in a bowl, and we want 105 ml. Get our preserve. We're going to pour that in there because we're making preserved cold water. We always use fresh egg at DT, and that's gone in with a preserve. And now we're going to put our base mix in. We use 16 kilos of base mix, and that will roughly make us 20 kilos of rolled bait at the end. We can probably produce about 3/4 of a tonne a day using this method. So that gives you an idea of how much output we can do a day.
Hello, so now we've finished up the 15s. We're going to change rollers. We're going to stick the 24s on. We're going to put some 24s through you, show you how the process changes. This is our digital system. Gives us our temperatures and our boiling times. Last one we've done was a 15 miller, so it's 1.5 minutes. We're now doing 24 mil, so we up that to 2.5. Right, so the base mix Neil's put on is now finished. Done this hour and a half mixing, so we're going to drop it into the container with a relevant batch number, so we know everything's right, everything follows suit, we're good to go.
So here we have all the liquid foods which complement the range and enhance the baits as they go in the water, which obviously stimulates the fish to feed as the liquids work well and soak into the bait. And the whole range is here, as you can see. Do a tutti fruity one and a Green Beast one. Right, we've got a couple of flavours here. Classic ones, a good old tutti fruity, and well, our best flavour basically from my point of view, our Coldwater Green Beast. And there's all the flavours on the rack there. I think we do about 20 in total. You can chop and change and mix whatever you want for each base mix, and they all work. They're all brilliant flavours. We're really renowned for our flavours which go in our bait, and we pride ourselves on quality, and you won't smell flavours like ours. They are pretty much the best. Right, here we got some flavours from Monkey Climber in Belgium. We got a close relationship for them, so we sell some of their classic flavours. Right, here we got DT's little steamer, and we now do all the dumbbells, pop-ups and wafters through the steamer. It's much more efficient, and it puts a lovely skin on the bait, and it keeps the flavour locked in, and it does a wonderful job to them, and they all come out immaculate. Right, now we've got all our bait in the drying room, and all the fans are on, dehumidifiers on there. We've got a moisture detector here, which we test the baits in the morning, at lunchtime and in the afternoon each day, so we know what the moisture test is on for each bait and each range. So after about 2 days we try and hit about 20%, 25% moisture in the bait, which is perfect for shelf life boilies, and then we pop them up, bag them up and then send them out.
Here at DT, customer service is paramount to us. Everything we pack ourselves, box ourselves, job sheets that we get, all goes onto a data log, so we know exactly we've packed the right stuff. Got to keep the customers happy, whether it's personal customers, tackle shops, lake owners. Without you guys, there won't be us guys, so we have to keep you happy. Big pallet here, all wrapped up, ready to go to Canada. This is a little private order I'm about to pack, gets sent out today, ready for delivery tomorrow.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of DT and where we are now and where it got set up from. So when it first started, which was back in 1988, it was set up by Dave Thorpe and Chris Nichol, and they produced high quality baits right from the early days, which we still use the recipes from then to now, and it proves that fish will keep coming back time and time and time again. Now, the first unit that we had was at Waltham Abbey at Southend Lane. They run the DT baits for about 10 years, probably from Fort Waltham Abbey. And then when Chris Nichol sold it, he sold it to my first boss and friend, Simon Hammersley and James Willsmere. And then we moved from Waltham Abbey to where we are now. And DT Baits is now based at Little Braxted Hall near Witham, and we're surrounded by lakes, as you can see. They're owned by Chelmsford Angling, and we're looking at the front lake behind us, and the causeway. You've got the back lake, and then up the top of the car park you have the res. So we're in a perfect position to make boilies and sell bait. Over the years we've had a good association with Chelmsford Angling, and we get on well with each other. We do the children's match and we supply boilies to them, and it all helps go into the system, and everybody's happy.